Fairview's coffee has mysteriously gone missing. Mayhem ensues when strange, coffee-craving zombies plague the city. Detective Mickey Potatoes, an overworked public servant, uncovers why ordinary citizens are losing their minds and how to stop the coffee apocalypse. But it involves the mafia. And when you're dealing with mafia crime families, nothing is ever easy. The mafia controls everything in the city, including the police, including him. If he breaks the mafia, they will break him. So, the city is without coffee. The city is burning before his very eyes, but he's powerless. Detective Potatoes has the power to stop the coffee apocalypse, but if he does, he could lose everything.
Hey, hello, and welcome back again to the Hyde Hermit Studio art stream. I'm your host, Hoy, illustrator, animator, graphic designer, also voice actor, and here we are again doing some more art as per usual. But before we go on and continue to do that, we just got back from Heroes Con over from North Carolina. And if those who happen to be over in North Carolina for Heroes Con at Charlotte's, it was a really good show. Let me tell you, there was a lot. It was more indie orientated than anything else. Let me just go ahead and put on some tunes here for a second. There we go. See, we got it. We have it now. It's there. But yes, like I was saying, we just got back from Heroes Con, and it was a supremely good show because it was more indie artist orientated than anything else, because it was definitely not a Funko Pop fucking go con, that's for sure, unlike, big name branded cons like WonderCon, stuff like that. But it was a good show. You had Bill and Men there, you had Scotty Young was there, and Jeff Smith was there too from Bone. Like, it was a lot of really good people, even like Don Winfield Chin, stuff like that. The National Cartoon Society was there, and a lot of people were there to see the artist than anything else. But what I like about the con is that they actually bothered at the end of it to do a whole barbecue on Sunday, is the case, and definitely had like a lot of people like. They just like shuttled them to the location whatsoever. So it was supremely a good show. Like, it was really good. Did you get some 360 videos? Did you show them how it's done? No, I don't own a 360 video, but I'm pretty sure someone did. I'm assuming someone did over at Heroes Con and stuff like that. Now, the attendance for Heroes Con was a bit lackluster because Friday was pretty slow. Saturday was a pretty mid-high, but I was expecting Saturday to be a fuck ton of people, and then Sunday went back to being Friday, which is kind of like a slow. But I was totally, it's great. Heroes Con is great for networking with people, especially with indie artists and those who are in Marvel, those who are in DC Comics, those who do cars, tops, and like a variety of things that's great to network in. It's perfect to be there, especially over in North Carolina and Charlottesville. So then we have to find your booth. Yeah, I'm hoping someone did do a 360 video tour, and we're probably gonna do that. There were I would say like 20 or maybe like 25 empty tables over at Heroes Con whatsoever. But I re-upped for 2024, and I'm hoping for 2024 would be phenomenal. Like I said, Heroes Con is amazing for networking whatsoever. It's supremely good. So I am ecstatic about it. It's great for networking and stuff like that. I made some money there, but not as much as I projected is the case. Because I've been in North Carolina over in Raleigh for GalaxyCon. But Raleigh is a little bit hit or miss, 50-50. But Heroes Con was like not a 50-50. But like I said, I made a little bit, but not as much as what I projected is the case. But super good show overall. Amazing for networking and stuff like that. You get to meet a lot of your favorite, cartoonists. And Kai got to meet Bill Amend. And if people who don't know who Bill Amend is, he's in the Syndicate, and he created the comic called Foxtrot. If anyone's ever read Foxtrot before and stuff like that. And Foxtrot is kind of more like a nerdy type, syndicated comic in the Sunday Funnies than anything else. So great con, I mean. But let's go ahead and start illustrating some fun stuff here. Gonna go ahead and do just that. Let's roll. Hello, there we are. We're gonna be illustrating some more weird Garfield shit today, that's for sure. I was making a weird car is what I was doing. So let's see what's that's all about. Also, I forgot to do a thing, which is in here. Yes, there you are. I've got to pop myself in. And look, there's an Arch Messenger. How you doing? Let me send you the link here. Arch. Hello, how you been doing? You just got back. Oh yeah, what kind of pizza? You gotta. What do you mean? Oh, you gotta. I sent you the invite. Gotta get in. You gotta pop right in, boy. Gotta get right in. Yep. So we definitely gotta get that out of the way. But yeah, Pops, I hope that there is going to be a 360 video of Heroes Con than anything else. If not, it'll probably show someone must have did it from last year, I think. But I'm kind of hoping there will be for this year. So maybe we might see our booth there. Although we were located over in Ars Alley 19, which were at the wall, kind of close to the corner. So there was barely like anybody coming by over there whatsoever. All right, let me bring you in and then do this. There we go. Perfect.
Yeah.
There you are. But yeah, how you doing? So you just said you got a pizza. Is that right?
Yeah, bacon cheddar burger pizza.
A bacon cheddar burger pizza. Now, is that from a mom and pop pizza, or is that something that came from maybe like a
Hungry
Ralph's?
Howie's pizza.
Hungry Howie's. That sounds independent.
It's somewhere like usually in the West Coast section. They would have certain places.
Oh, certain places.
Yeah.
Come on to Hungry Howie's pizza joint.
Yeah. And yeah, I've just got back from returning to make sure I start getting like a large pizza and breadsticks and a pizza cookie.
A pizza cookie? I didn't know that existed. I know that Papa Murphy's gives you cookie dough, but I didn't think, is it like a cookie with pizza on it, or what's going on here?
It's basically like an entire cookie. It's like a pizza-sized cookie.
A pizza-sized cookie?
Yeah.
Wild. Like, so, like, are we talking about like a small pizza-sized cookie, or is it like a large pizza-sized cookie?
Maybe a small-sized pizza-sized cookie.
I feel like that's like way
It's
too
either
much
that
sugar.
or medium, either that. Yeah.
I feel that's like a lot of sugar. Is it like kind of like, so when you say cookie, is it more like a chocolate
Like
chip
a chocolate
cookie?
chip. Yeah.
Oh, so it's a big size pizza cookie going on here. Is that the case?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot. It's a lot of
Yeah.
sugar.
Mm.
I don't even know how that's fucking possible.
Yeah.
Are you gonna eat all of that?
I'm having it separate. I'm not eating it today. But anyways, anything new?
Yeah, we just got back from North Carolina Heroes Con and stuff like that. And so earlier I was talking about how Heroes Con is more focused on indie artists and people in the syndicate, right? And so it's very like hyper orientated to that. So there's no big advertisements there. It's Heroes Con's been going on since like I think like 1983 is the case. And so it's heavily like oriented towards the artist. So all the artists are the celebrities, right?
Yeah.
So is the situation. So you didn't have any big people there like Funko or any like major like signage celebrities or any voice actors there whatsoever. So it was really good. It was really good. I really liked the show a lot, for sure.
All right.
Oh yeah, like super good show. Let's see, like Bill Amend from Foxtrot was there. Jeff Smith from Bone. You ever read Bone?
Yeah, I have heard.
Yeah, so he was there. And then I'm trying to think. And Scotty Young was there too. And so they also had an auction where all the professionals had like, they donated an art piece for charity and stuff like that. And Scotty Young's piece went up to $8,000 was what it went up to. So it's like, oh wow. I don't know if anyone's familiar with Scotty Young, but when it comes to like getting a commission from him, you can't really choose what you want. He gets to decide what you're gonna get, and you're gonna be fucking happy with that. Is the situation on that. But yeah, what's new with you, Art?
Been trying out different games.
Yeah,
and watched Across the Spider-Verse.
Oh yeah, how did you like that? How do you like Spider-Verse?
Yeah, this is pretty fun. I enjoyed it very well, and
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are saying like it's like, oh, it's the best animated film. Like, I really enjoyed the movie. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be a lot of people hyped it too much, where I'm gonna say like, oh, it's stepping up its animation thing, which it's doing a similar thing it did with the first one, but I can
Right.
understand like it's definitely trying, like, I could see it as an idea of a person doing like, oh, this is definitely going outside the box or thinking outside the box type of
Yeah.
animation, which I can see that, but I'm not gonna say it's, you know, revolutionary animated.
It's a revolutionary animated film. It's his top tier, the best film I've ever had in my whole entire life.
But definitely it does paint a bigger picture of what the 3D rendered animated films should have explored
Right.
to innovate a lot, to improve a lot better with visual aspects. But when it comes to story wise, Pixar at the time definitely pushed that a bit more at that time as well.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And then when it comes to visual, I think Sony actually, I could at least give props to them, to be able to step up their game after thinking way back about the Emoji Movie and then looking back and you're like, oh, you just admired, Lauren Miller's, sort of plotline of the Lego Movie, so why not just have them show up and actually help with a project at Sony so they can actually make a series, like an entire change within what we kind of see in animated films.
Right.
And that's why I was thinking about like DreamWorks doing that, and I'm not sure what studio that the Seth Rogen project of the Ninja Turtles is at. But
Seth Rogen Ninja Turtles? I thought he was working on Darkwing Duck.
Is he?
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be weird if he did. But yeah, like I was looking at a lot of new stuff as I was trying to catch up with trailers. But I could definitely at least would say props to that Seth Rogen Ninja Turtles thing.
That'd be interesting. I mean, if it's gonna be Seth Rogen Ninja Turtles, I mean, is he gonna voice one of the turtles and all he does is his laugh?
I think it's his project. I think. Like, I'm not sure if he's, as far as I know, like he might have voiced somebody, but I don't think it's gonna be like one of the major characters.
Yeah.
But as far as I know, it's just like I like the visual aspects of that film. So I want to give it a fair shot. Yeah.
Right.
I want to give it a fair shot with that movie. And when it comes to the Pixar stuff, I don't know if I'm gonna watch Elemental. It looks predictable-ish.
I did. I watched Elemental whatsoever, and I saw it through a cam rip.
Oh, okay.
I fell asleep to it twice on short sleeps, and it's kind of like whatever. I mean, if you read the plot on Wikipedia and stuff like that, it's basically like the whole entire plot is literally just about racism. That's it. It's literally just that.
Like, first, when I was thinking of the Zootopia film, like, I was thinking that was an allegory for that also, which it can be. Yeah. But it wasn't like that old Wild Go type of thing. That story kind of element past.
Yeah, like, they definitely have like a whole city and everything, and there's also a train, just like in Zootopia. It's like, I feel like they just want to like use their train fucking model whatsoever. It's like, well, we only made a train for like Zootopia. Let's just add another train in Elemental, just to, use that.
Mm.
Like, oh my god.
Yeah, so I was hesitant to watch that film.
I think it's an okay film.
I mean, I prefer watching the Mario Brothers movie.
The Mario Brothers movie was really good. I definitely like the Mario Brothers movie.
And the reason why I say that is not because like, oh, like it's an iconic piece, because at least that one, like, it was something that hasn't been attempted since those years ago. And,
Right.
And it's like a fresh take, and somebody's trying to do it. It's like, okay, I want to give it a fair shake. Similar thing with the Ninja Turtles. I'll try to do similar things. Like, okay, what's their take on it?
Yeah.
And when it comes to, you know, Pixar movies or Disney films, like, I would hope to find certain appeal for certain films. Like, the only recent ones I've enjoyed was Encanto.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was the only other movie I enjoyed. And Coco and a few others. And speaking of Hispanic, sort of, how you say, upcoming projects that they decided to bring up. Let's talk about the one show that they decided to drop and immediately got backlashed.
Oh, is it Oya Primos?
It's the Primos show.
Yeah, the Primos show is the case. And I've been catching like wind of this because like my best friend showed it to me. It's like, oh man. They're like, well, it's, you know, because I know like a lot of the Latin culture got like a major backlash for it whatsoever, but it's supposed to be, I guess, like set in Los Angeles. So there's like Latin culture in the United States.
And a lot of people are trying to make certain things where it's like, it's not calling it Spanglish, it's that sort of Spanglish culture.
Yeah.
They're saying it's that type of culture where like it kind of blends with Hispanics and you know, that sort of culture.
Yeah.
That is kind of more accustomed within suburbia in that sort of area where it's like, oh, like they're in this town. It's sort of similar of like the people that I would have actually have known like within my hometown back then. So like I would have seen that sort of culture. Like it's not like heavily focused culture. It's just adventures with cousins, and that's what it's supposed to mean.
Right. No, it's because it's supposed to say for like if you want to be singular, it's hey cousin. But it's weird that they say primos with an S and more than one. So they're supposed to say like in a particular way that's supposed to be multiple cousins instead of, you know, a singular cousin. Yeah. Because if you say oi primo, that would be correct for just cousin. You're like, hey cousin, because what it translates to. But if you're saying oi primos, then you're kind of just like, you know, it needs to say in the multiples of that to say cousins rather than that's the case. It just comes off weird. It's like a misspelling, you know.
No, like I've studied Spanish and I know that there's a way that they have to pronounce he or, you know, as a male word and then a female word. That's how they would use those certain phrases. And then there's ones where they use specifically if it's a singular or plural. Similar thing that we use for English. But when it comes to this circumstance, it's like I can try to understand what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
But ultimately, like, I can relate to other people not understanding certain culture that's more subpar rather than something that a lot of people are more familiar towards.
Right. I just like how one of like the voice actors saying like, don't you know that like Spanish is like a colonizer language? And I was like, yeah, says the lady who's saying an English language that's also a colonizer language. Like, hello, every other language is a colonizer language. Welcome to the world. Thank you.
No.
Like, it just seems very hypocritical. It's like, yeah, let's see how it is. Got it. I mean, it wasn't no need, but I like how like the creator like came out and be like, oh, no. It's supposed to be like that because she's just bastardizing it on purpose because she doesn't know any better because she's a kid. type of deal. Or like, oh, well, you could have just said that in the first place instead of, acting fucking superior. Like that would have been really helpful.
So the thing was, like, if she was saying, like, if she's telling it based on her experiences,
correct,
that's fine. But the way that she came off, I was watching this one video that somebody made, and apparently it came off the wrong way when she did like an Instagram or some sort of story, right?
Right.
And it's basically her saying, like, well, if you're mad about this whole thing, then I guess stay mad, I guess.
Stay mad!
And I'm just like, could have just said, like, shouldn't have made that thing of the story.
Right.
And just say, like, it's based on your experiences, and that's what your vision is. And afterwards, people could still get mad, but at least it's something that, like, doesn't sound like it's condescending when you made that announcement,
right?
Or made that sort of cautionary thing. It's like, well, if you're gonna be mad, then I guess stay mad, because I'm gonna
stay mad, loser.
Yes. And like I said, I'm hoping that it goes okay. Like, and I showed it to a coworker that is also Hispanic. I showed it to him.
Yeah.
And I was like, I wanted to know what he thinks, and like, I was like, well, I want you to sit down for a moment, and maybe I want to know if it's gonna be a huge reaction or if it's just him, like, eh.
Mm-hmm.
And so I showed him 2 projects. He's much more into anime than he does with, his own culture, right?
Right.
So he's more, accustomed to expand his horizons. So when he watched the Primos one, he was trying to understand, like, what people were saying. It's like, oh, like, I guess, like, he even knew what I was thinking. Like, we were seeing the same things. Like, no, it's not because of Latin culture. It's basically this sort of suburban, like, blending English sort of culture, sort of environment. And then he was trying to hear this one other word that somebody was saying, like when they're listing their cousins' names.
Oh, right. I like how, like, one of the characters just names vagina in Spanish.
Well, that's the thing. I showed him that too, and I heard that rumor, or somebody said it was that, and I told him this, or like, I didn't say the word, but like, I showed him the intro, the entire intro, and it stops at the end of that name, and he was trying to understand it at first. He was like, because I was trying to clarify, well, people were saying it means that word. And he says, no, I think it means something else. Like, I think what they're trying to say was little Coke. So, like I said, like, that word could mean different things.
Right.
So I would think it would be funny. This is just a funny hypocrite, like, sort of hey, say a situation where, like, a lot of people were saying, like, oi primos, and they're saying, oh, that's like somebody just does a Google Translate, and that's
They take. I ended up watching a Rebel Taxi's review on it. It's pretty interesting the way he said.
But then then I heard from my coworker, he says, like, oh, what I was telling my coworker, he was saying, or I was telling him, it was like, well, people were thinking that, for the most part, this meant, that, the vulva, basically.
Yeah.
And my coworker's like, no, it has also different meanings, like that name.
Yeah.
So people could refer to it in a different way. So what they meant was, it's like Little Coke, like a nickname.
Little Coke.
Yeah. So I'm just like, really? Like, they just call it Little Coke, like Coca-Cola?
Yeah, like, I'm not getting that.
It's just another, like, blending English culture with a Spanish name that they came up with.
Yeah, I guess so. It's like, because I know they named a person named Nacho in there and stuff like that. Like, neat.
So, like, I wasn't, like, trying to be, like, immediately trying to, like, how do you say, roast, the creator or whoever people are making the show. Like,
Right.
I usually would try to understand, like, okay, well, a lot of people are mad about this. Isn't like they're just rushing right out the gun of the things that they noticed firsthand,
Yeah.
sort of thing. Like, that's why when people thought about that name, what meant like vulva, but maybe it meant something else, and then they didn't translate about that culture that they supposedly like haven't really clarified in the trailer,
right,
or in the intro. So you could say like there's both at fault, and maybe there's a lot of lots of translation, basically.
It was definitely handled poorly, that's for sure. I mean, if it was up to me, I would have just straight up just ignored it and be like, they can just see it till the fucking show's released, because you're just getting the fucking intro. That's it. You're getting the fucking intro whatsoever. So it's like, if it was me, I'll just ignore pretty much everyone until they fucking watch the damn show. Is the case.
Yeah, I'd rather just judge on the show itself, and based on looking at the intro, I thought it looked alright.
Yeah, no, the style looks fine and stuff like that. We'll see. Maybe it might be pretty good. Who knows?
So when it comes to the other one I was gonna mention, which I think this is a funny punchline for this. So like I said, like my coworker is more a fan of anime, so I showed him the One Piece remake trailer.
Oh yeah, the One Piece trailer came out, didn't it?
Yes,
it came did.
It was like a few days ago.
And yeah. What do you think? What do you think? Because I remember when Cowboy Bebop came out, right? And people were like super irate, and there's people like, oh, it can't be 1v1. You're just mad because it's so good, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, well, wait till you see the fucking One Piece shit. Then we'll see a flood of people being fucking pissed.
I mean, people are already pissed with the original series now.
Oh, yeah.
Sense. But like when it comes to, this remake thing, it's like, oh, look at this live action one.
Yeah.
I showed it to my coworker. He says, I'd rather watch Primos. Because, like, he said, like, he knew that it's dead on arrival type of thing. After showing him the trailer. Right.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Oda is involved in this live action. So, like I said, we just saw a trailer of it, and I like, when is it gonna be coming out here? Like next month or something.
Somewhere around August or something.
So, yeah, somewhere around August and stuff like that. So I mean, people are quick to judge on fucking trailers all the fucking time. But yeah, if it is actually that bad, it'd be like, oh boy, Oda fucked up.
I think he was saying it that way because he's he really doesn't want that story to be screwed over of this adaptation. But of course the original one's still there, so he would care less if it succeeded or failed.
Right. I mean, you can always read the fucking manga.
Yeah. But yeah, and then I also saw all the teaser stuff from the Last Airbender one, that's the show I'm concerned about.
Oh, Avatar. Who's directed it? Is it M. Night Shyamalan again? Or?
No, I think it's from somebody else.
Okay, I hope it's good. Like, the characters look pretty spot on to anything else. At least they're accurate this fucking time.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm only concerned about what are they gonna do for this adaptation, because I don't know what they're going to go from. At least it's a series and not like a movie. At least that's the first right direction, because that's something that I already knew it probably wouldn't work, but I was like, I'll watch it anyways when I was watching the movie.
Right.
But after watching the movie, it gave me that realization. It's like, no, you need a lot more context in some ways.
Oh, yeah.
You need
100%.
some sort of in-depth of the essential plot.
Yes.
It was trying to cram it in, and that's why it didn't work as much, because it's just basically, it was just studio notes, basically. It's not an actual, coherency with the characters.
Right.
So that's so there's that, and then I'm trying to think if there's anything else beyond that. Yeah, so there's that Last Airbender. There's
I'm hoping, I'm really hoping that Airbender is going to be good. I hope it's going to be good because the way they had the characters and everything, it's like, oh, they're accurate to their portrayal of what they look like, as opposed to the M. Night Shyamalan version, which came off really dumb.
And that's the thing too about the Last Airbender. Like, I'm gonna, as far as I know, I'm gonna go with this direction. Is that I know that a lot of people have high standards with the Last Airbender, and,
of course,
and I'm fine with that. But at the same time, like, I usually try to have an open mind on certain things. But
right.
I usually don't get high hopes when it comes to a live action adaptation, but like if for any circumstance does go upon watching like a one episode or two, and sometimes it can work. Apparently, The Last of Us was one of the few that, as far as I know, got good impressions from people when that came out.
Right.
And it's from the same people or the same person that made the series, so like can't judge too much upon that once it gets to premiere. And of course, a lot of people would have mixed reviews about certain things, but of course, like TV shows, like there's always going to be certain things where it's like, oh, something happened, or oh, what did they put in the show?
Right.
Which that's expected. So when it comes to Last Airbender, I'm just hoping it's pretty decent when it comes to, at least I want the characters to, they don't have to be that colorful like the animated series.
Right,
they just
right.
have to at least, how do you say, have color within themselves to be able to have
themselves.
To be able to actually have some form of expression. Like, I want them to actually emote things. I want them to actually articulate things that you would think that character would do,
right?
In that movie or in that series. So that's why, like, it doesn't have to be exact portrayal. It just has to be something that they would own it, sort of thing. Like they would. Like you would do, like with, Bugs Bunny's portrayal or Mickey Mouse portrayal type of thing, where like that like they're likable characters, because their voices, when they choose a different voice, like that they can't just imitate a voice; they would have to own it, like as if it's their own character. But also being faithful to it at the same time, like knowing like this is the essence of that character.
Right.
That's what they have to do in that show for Last Airbender.
For Last Airbender?
Yeah.
I mean, like they're gonna have to impress a lot of people because I mean, after they saw like the M. Night Shyamalan version, they're like, "Oh no, oh no, it's not gonna be good."
And it's also similar to the Rick and Morty one, also.
Is it Rick and Morty live action?
No, like the replacement of the voices.
I don't know if they did.
No, they did make an announcement about it.
Oh, really?
It wasn't like they're saying who it is. They just said like they confirmed of what it's going to be. So like they're saying that they're not looking for somebody that's going to imitate the same sound or the same voice.
Right.
So
I mean, but after like the whole allegations, it's like you would think they would probably like have them back because turns out that wasn't true, like at all.
I think they're making it firm that they're not going to invite him back.
That's a bit upsetting. For that.
But yeah, as far as what do you call him? Sorry, when it comes to the show, like the person that's the runner or somebody that's involved within the project, we're saying like, well, if we're gonna be casting somebody in particular, like it would have to be somebody that similar thing with the Bugs Bunny thing and the Mickey Mouse thing when they have to find a new voice. That's what they're gonna try to end up doing. They're gonna try to find a voice that it's not gonna imitate the same voice. It's not gonna be like the exact same thing that you expect from.
I feel like
Justin
it's definitely
Roiland's
gonna
performance.
right. I mean, it's not gonna be exactly like Justin Roiland's performance because not only did he voice Rick and Morty, he also voiced like a variety of characters whatsoever. So it's like okay, including like Mr. Poopy Butthole than anything. So I'm just it's gonna be pretty interesting to see how they're gonna roll with that. Like I said,
if it's cameo stuff, or not cameo. If it's if it's type of things where it's like shorter roles, like Mr. Poopy Butthole and all those certain characters, like if they're like one-off characters, I'm sure they could just imitate that one.
Maybe.
But I think they're referring to like but their main focus or concern is the Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
But those characters, those are the ones that they have to be on the lookout for. It's like, well, we have to find for those voices. They can't be imitators. They would have to be somebody.
Well, I mean, not only that. Yeah. Not only that, I think like maybe the quality would probably go down too than anything else because if they don't bring Justin Roiland back, then it's not going to be the fucking same. I mean, unless I'm proved like otherwise. But I still think it's kind of shitty after that whole allegation thing. We're like, oh, we're not going to have him on there and stuff like that because we believe what the majority of people believe without any sheer evidence whatsoever. So we're just going to fire you right away. So it's like, oh, I see how it is. And then after we found that was like not true at all, it's like, oh, well then. That seems to be, a problem that's going to have to be dealt with here soon than anything else. I mean, I'm pretty sure he'll get work afterwards or probably work on the other shows. Because it wasn't just Rick and Morty. It was also like the other shows that he also worked on too than anything. And I think he had to bounce out on the game that he worked on as well, or the video game company he was involved with. So he bounced out on that one too. So we'll see how that rolls on that. But yeah, no, definitely a lot of shows and a lot of bullshit coming out. That's for sure. So much.
Let me see. I'm trying to. Oh yeah, I've seen Craven Hunter. The trailer. Yeah. I've seen also what other another Pixar project, Elio.
Yeah.
I think I talked about the Disney's Wish. What else? Oh yeah, I was watching this one trailer. They're called like Bottoms or something like that, and it's supposed to be like an official Red Band trailer.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like I'm gonna guess it's like high school like girls like fight club type of thing.
Yeah.
And you get to see like literal like beating people up type of thing. You actually would see bloody noses and all that stuff, all the visual, very graphic sort of punishing things going on.
Oh yeah. Very graphic punishing things happening here. Like, oh shit.
Trying to see if there's any other, and then of course the Enchanted Portals, which that one.
Enchanted Portals.
That it's basically a Cuphead sort of thing that somebody like a different. They call it like a clone, right?
All right.
But at least, like, it seems like they're saying, like, oh, we're still going to continue project. And, like, it's a good thing that they're not discouraged by it.
Right.
With, oh, like, been made fun of being a clone or, of a Cuphead. But as far as I know, like, it says you can already add it to your wish list on PC using the links provided.
Okay.
So at least we know that's anticipated to go. Let's see what other movies there are.
Other films? Whoa! That's crazy. I didn't know other films existed.
Yeah, which movies, shows, anything else animated? I guess I heard Babylon 5 is getting their animated adaptation thing.
Babylon 5's getting an animated adaptation.
Yeah, sort of thing, yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I heard Nimona. I guess it's sort of a devil type of character. A little hero, Nimona.
Oh, yeah.
And Chicken Run 2.
Chicken Run 2?
Chicken Run, the classic movie.
Right.
Within the 2000s. And they're getting their sequel.
Sequel, you say?
Yep. And I was showing a clip, I think, on... Did I show it on here?
Did you?
I think I put it on the React thing.
Oh, okay.
And it shows, like, one of the YouTubers, I think, is working on... Oh, no, I didn't post it. Never mind. Oh, yeah, that's another thing I'm going to talk about anyways. So there's this person, that animator that did the flip book thing.
Yeah.
So I think he's working on the sequel to Chicken Run, because you see him do the process of the claymation.
Oh, right.
It's like ASMR doing a frame one ASMR. And he's working on the project.
Yeah.
And you can see how long the process it takes.
Oh my gosh.
And then there's also this was announced today, not too long ago, like an hour ago or something like that.
An hour ago. Okay.
Yeah. Smash are officially back together.
Smash.
Smash.
Oh, Smosh.
Like Ian and Anthony.
Oh, they're back together now?
They're officially back together again.
They're like, we need to make some money.
We need to buy our, our Smosh name back.
Right. We need to buy this back. No, thanks.
And they're able to buy it back, and now they are officially rebranding their socials and all that stuff to reflect that. Oh, they're back, baby.
Oh wow. Hey, we're back, baby. This time we're.
And I was looking at that announcement, and then I was realizing, wow, I feel old.
Yeah, fucking Smosh coming back.
Smosh coming back together.
What is this, old fucking YouTube? Jeez.
And I was like, what is this? Like, they've just been broken up like 6 or 7 years ago, and now they're back.
It's like an 80s band. It's like, we're back! We're here again! Yeah!
Yeah.
But yeah, like around 12, we're gonna see if there's like any 360 videos of the of Heroes Con is the case. I'm kind of hoping there is. That's the main situation. But yeah, I saw you busted out an illustration of a VTuber character. What is that VTuber character that you did of?
I have to look it up, but I think they're called. They're not like a huge VTuber thing. They're named like Nemori Nun or something like that.
Got it.
And it's a viewer's request.
Oh, a viewer's request.
Yeah, like I was drawing some stuff, and they gave me bits for me to draw.
Oh, okay. Oh, so they came to your stream.
Yeah, and they gave me bits for commission, and I was able to be like, all right, cool, I'll go ahead and draw.
Wow, how much in bits did they give you?
I think it was like 1K.
1,000?
Yeah, 1,000K.
Oh, how much is that in bits?
I think it's like $25 or something like that.
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
So I usually, because I converted it where I was like, okay, well, how much amount is 25? Because they asked the question before about what my commission rate would be or what my estimate would be. And I would usually say like a full drawing for me, it's like I usually plan like $30 or $25, but I'll try to plan for 20, or I'll try to estimate based on how many bits that they're able to donate.
Right.
And it's like, okay, I can work with 1K to estimate it. And they're able to submit one. And it's like, oh, that's nice of you. All right, I'll go ahead and draw it.
Yeah.
And they showed it to the person that they followed. That's the very person that is that VTuber. And I think, let me see what they said. Because, I'm not going to disclose their name of their username.
Right.
But I'll just say, like, they say, oh, me, made this fan art. Like he's addressing it to me. Our messenger made this fan art because I guess, he gave me a commission. I made this for... And he referred to her as Supreme Overlord Nemori.
Supreme Overlord, okay.
Yeah, and then she's like, I love it. Thank you.
Oh, that's good that she likes it.
Yeah.
And plus, you got paid to do it too. So
I got paid to do it. Yeah.
Well, that's fucking dope on that.
Mm-hmm. Which reminds me, I gotta DM this other person just to give them a reminder.
You're like, hey, you gonna give me some
you still owe me $20.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Give me $20, please. I need the $20. Oh God. My life depends on it.
There we go. Oh well. Oh well. Let me see if I could do this.
Could do what?
What
could you do?
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, like I wasn't able to send a friend request. Like I think at the time, like they had their their messages open. So like since they closed their, I guess, open DMs, so I had to send a friend request.
Oh really?
Yeah. So, and to be honest, like usually, like certain cases, like I would draw certain ones for free. Since they requested it, I was like, oh, I don't mind doing it. But since they were insisting of wanting to pay, like I'm gonna make sure.
Well, yeah, because they like your work, so they figured, why not just,
And they did insist that they want to pay. And I normally, for my case, I wasn't going to ask for the payment.
Really? Well, why would you if they're willing to pay? I mean,
No,
come
no,
on.
at the time, like I forgot that. Oh, there you go. I forgot to add you. Sorry. That
Mm.
was
You forgot to add me personally.
one
I forgot to add you.
message.
I had dramatic
Not get
like
through.
asking me of that illustration that I posted from Heroes Con. He's like, "What is it?" And I was like, "It's you from the year 1599." And I was like, I don't know. Like, I find it weird if people are like, what's it supposed to be? Like, it was most art. Like most people, I'll just let people like project what they want it to be, because it's like that's what art's really about. Like people just have to shit guess on what they think their interpretation is.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, apparently they forgot to add me. So like, so right now I'm messaging them right now about the procedure. So usually they say they didn't have enough.
Yeah.
Of what they owe, so I'm just making sure like I reach them out in some ways. And like I said, normally I wouldn't mind not being paid on that particular thing because they didn't ask for it at first. They just say, "Hey, would you like to draw this?" Like, sure. Like, I'll just make one and send it to you. Usually, I don't mind. Like, unless if somebody asks for me firsthand, then that's when I expect to get paid. But when it comes to this case where I wasn't expected to, but then the person says, but all right, so how much, would it cost? And I was like, and this is more like trying to go on a fly situation.
Right.
Where I was thinking about, well, since you didn't, ask for payment firsthand, and then you're insisted of wanting to pay after all that, even without knowing that I was going to get paid or not.
Right.
I was going to be, I want to be fair with discounted payment for that.
Discounted payments.
Yeah. So
I don't think
I
deducted
it to 20. I deducted it to $5. So
okay.
It's been like $20 that they just owe. So.
So you discounted them $15?
No, $5.
Oh, so now it's just 15 now. Oh no, $20.
It would just be $20.
Okay.
Usually I would charge $25. It's a full illustration.
Well, why would you discount it? I mean, because
it wasn't like that sort of procedure. Like they didn't ask firsthand. So like I was, voluntarily I was gonna draw it for free anyways. But then they brought up the money thing, and I was just like, I guess that was unexpected because I didn't think I was going to get paid for it anyways. But right. So I just wanted to be fair from that part, and didn't want it to feel like it's overextending what is expected right away. Right. So, like I said, usually I'm not the type of person that has a high standard of when it comes to having a price sheet.
Oh yeah, you should make a price sheet than anything else. I mean, I don't understand why you don't have a price sheet, because then if you do make one, then at least people will be like, oh, I can just look at this price sheet instead of asking him what his prices are than anything else. Yeah. And that way, if they want to commission you, they'll be like, oh, okay, well then I'll give you a quote, and this is how much it's going to cost based on this, based on my my price guide. And that way, that can work out for you. But yeah, I don't know why you didn't make one.
Yeah,
you should make one. Yeah, we got a lazy garf. Okay, cool. So now we're at 12, and let's see. I'm gonna check to see if there is. Let's see, Heroes Con 360 video. I wonder if that exists, or maybe we'll do a walkthrough. Here's kind of walkthrough 2023, because I know people do. Okay, there we go. Someone did a walkthrough video, but not a 360 video, which is kind of like, I mean, whatever. But that's fine. Let me go ahead and save this for a second here. At least we got a walkthrough video, finally, for 2023. So maybe you get to see my booth. There is the case. Let's go over here for a second at the research commentary zone, and then smack you.
All right, I got donated $20.
Wow. Donated 20 Hollermick dollars. That's neat. There we go. We have it. It's here. Thanks, Chino's Comics. But yeah, so no, I just want the tour. Okay, there we go. We'll skip here. There we go. So yeah, so on Sunday they had people shuttled. They did like a networking event on Sunday where it was a barbecue party. So they had free booze, really good food like collard greens, fucking tri-tip, and everything. And they also had pizza there too. And they shuttled people from the West End to this, like, yeah, because it was a comic book place, to this event. So it was like super fucking good. There we go. Now we have the tour of the 2023. See, look, we got the sky view, and there's actually, let me stream it in here too, by the way. That way you can follow along all the way. I'll do it right here for you. Boom. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
There you go, kiddo.
Hello, Kai.
Yep. Oh, and Kai's here too. Oh shit. Are you driving or are you at your house? So you're not at your house. Going to the banky bank. All right, bank it up. Yeah.
Oh, hello, doing all right.
Yeah.
Eating pizza.
Eating pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. And look, and there's Quentin. How you doing, Quentin? Is it 19th or the 20th of June? What's up, boy? 19th or 20th? Yeah, it was through the 19th of and the 20th of June. Yeah. It's the 20th now, but yeah, it was through, I think, 16th through the 18th. Yeah. 16th through the 18th is the case. But yeah, so here's someone did a walkthrough of this. You won't be able to hear Kai because of the fact that she's in her car, so she won't be able to be inside here on the phone for StreamYard, but it's all right. So here we are at Heroes Con 2023. Got some neat cosplay stuff here from Star Wars of all things, and you can also blast a trooper. But with what is the real question?
There's a Ewok.
Yep. Yeah. There was more males than women in the ratio. Oh yeah. No, there was more. There was less cosplayers there. Yeah. Although we're in a section right now where there is cosplay going on. Star Wars cosplay is the case.
General Grievous.
Yeah. Look at all these comics here. Are you ready to collect?
Stop looking at voluptuous women.
Yeah. Look at that. We got these. We also got Juggernaut right there. Hot damn.
Look at that Gwen Stacy. Look at that Mary Jane.
Yeah.
Look at that Rouge.
I hope he went through the whole.
Is there a disconnection? Hi. Because I'm seeing like his sharing screen just stopped and he's not saying anything. Yeah. Nah. It is very strange. Oh, yeah, he got disconnected. I guess I'll hold the fort for now. When it comes... Yeah, because I'm in the... What was it called? The graveyard. Or stream yard. So everyone, due to technical difficulties, I'm guessing something's going awry with with the connection of Hoy's lap or desktop or setup. So I'm sure he's trying to boot it up. And thank God I'm here, otherwise it'll just be complete silence. So you're starting to make changes of your schedule next month. Oh, okay. I see. All right, so if anyone is on Discord or like it, and I'll give you this announcement. So there's going to be a change to schedule from 7 to 9. Yeah, starting next month, it'll be 7 to 9. And okay. Okay, 7 to 11 varies of time whenever they start. And you should see it officially within the Discord or any socials that should be placed on Hyde Hermit Studios. So, yeah. I usually alternate because due to summer it exhausts me with workload, so I might pass out to sleep on one day and then stream on another day. But I am consistent. I don't take breaks from it for like a whole week unless if I'm visiting somebody or relatives. But yeah, I've been currently editing videos as of now. I'm almost finished with the full Let's Play, and hopefully I could divide it and do a proper second run editing. I already finished with the first one, and I might upload that firsthand, like just in case if I wanted to delay something else. But you could say like my side projects are, they're gradually are catching up after I had to deal with traffic school and had to take care of other different calls for an appointment. Is that? Yeah. Yeah, I have to go to a physician because my work asked me to. Well, not my work itself, but like with my insurance would ask, or the insurance that they provide would want me to go to physicians so they could check mark that so I could get discounted with the, what it would cover with, with the appointments. So like it would take a good portion and then I just have to pay out what remains. So, and have you heard that Smash is returning back as in, they officially reunited again? Smosh. Yeah, Ian and Anthony back together again. Well, I think they are able to stand out on their own. Anthony, like when he went off to do his own thing, he was doing pretty well. I think it's just like they want to have, I guess, it's not like, like they wanted to return back just out of spite or for nostalgic reasons. They did legit enjoy, work together in a sense at the time when they were, when they're in high school or just finishing high school and they were writing comedy, writing sketches, or writing ideas for stuff that they would do for YouTube. Oh, hey, Pops. Sorry about the...
Did we lose the Hermit?
Yeah, apparently Hoy got cut off somehow, like from his stream, and I don't know what happened.
Well, I didn't do it.
Yeah. So I was holding the fort while he's trying to, work things together.
Yeah, I just looked up and I was like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
So what the heck? Let's talk about a couple other things that happened.
Several things. Yeah.
This thing here launched earlier today. Worthy Chaos Redemption 1-5. Carissa Grant's book. I don't know. Let's see where it's at. Why not? Let's see where it's at. Just because this is one of the things we do on the network is cover people's campaigns. 20 backers, $554 out of 1,000 needed per goal. So she doing all right. Couple hours in. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, Quentin? Quentin said the internet is being a dom.
Yeah.
Did he get totally kicked off the internet?
I don't know what happened to the Hoy situation, but I have Kai. I have Kaizen, but we're on a Discord, not on StreamYard. Like I was able to hear her on that end, and I'm hearing you on the StreamYard. Yeah, so in current events, they've been at Heroes Con, I guess, after they returned back. Like, Kai's doing some errands, as far as I know, been driving, and Hoy was streaming, doing this 1 hour slot here, and I guess something was happening while, like, we're doing the closing, the 360, like, touring of, the booth that he's at Heroes Con.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping, that we would see somebody doing a 360 there that goes by his booth.
Yeah.
I don't know if we should just go ahead and shut down or wait for him to come back, or
I'll see if I could DM him. Hold up.
Yes, I haven't gotten no word from him. I wonder if he's got kicked all the way off the internet.
You're returning back.
Because I could just kill the show. That's not a problem.
Pops is in cause. Yeah, right now I'm just messaging now. Usually he would end it within 12:30ish, I think, because usually within that half an hour. Like, I guess around 12:30, I would guess like he would, want you to switch to the other.
But we don't have anything behind him. That's just when he usually ends is at 3:30 because he goes to his other stream. But I was gonna say is like if he's not gonna make it back out, I can go ahead and just play a few tracks and end it for him.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Oh, there I go. A message. Yeah, hold on.
Oh, okay.
Computer crashed.
Okay, so the computer did crash. Like I'm hearing from Pops. He got a message from Hoy.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and run some trailers and go ahead and end the stream. Thanks for watching, everybody. As always, good to see Arts Messenger.
Yeah, same to you.
We'll see everybody next week right here. Now, later tonight, we got Ginge and Pedro show. We got a closeout stream for Atrocity Press Mary Machine Gun, the trade paperback. I think there's like 11 o'clock, the late night Silverline stream. So there's still a lot more coming on the network today. Y'all just check it out. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do it. Networking and promotions, people.
Right. For sure.
I'm going to play some trailers. I'm going to be out of here. I don't know if y'all know about Doc's book, but this is Doc's book.
The Civil War was America's bloodiest conflict. Over 500,000 died to preserve national unity. When the war ended, Confederates like Harley Brogdon headed west, shooting game with the Army and gambling. When a card game turns deadly, Harley shoots in self-defense, killing the card sharp who threw down first. Wilfred Knorr, the card sharp's wealthy father, will stop at nothing to see Harley hang. Harley flees to Cobb's Gap, an old silver mining town at the foot of the Rockies. A remarkably peaceful town, especially after dark. But the sheriff harbors a dark secret, and no one dares go into the mines anymore. Cobb's Gap is full of secrets. People speak in hushed tones of something in the mines. Something worse than their cursed sheriff. Something even the Indians fear from the deepest pits of hell. Every secret will be exposed. Bronze Star. Order your copy at bronzestarcomic.com.
bringing you sex, sass, and style. Buckle up and unlock your imagination for a fun adventure with these death-dealing dames. They sail the galaxy in search of spoils. The most dangerous acquisition, and the most fruitful, are the legendary Splinters of Yggdrasil. The Splinters are magical artifacts forged from the Tree of Life that wreak havoc on the universe. The missions are perilous, but the bounty is glorious. Enjoy our hyper-fictional wonderland. How is a pirate ship sailing through space? 'Cause magic. How do they heal so quickly after battle? 'Cause magic. How are they able to communicate through jewelry? 'Cause magic. It's all about the characters. Abo, rough, robotic, ready. Mo, carefree, callous, courageous. Mistress Graven, daring, diplomatic, dominating. Betsy, academic, accountable, aristocratic. Nefara, ancient, assured, adrenaline junkie. Bruto, proud, prominent, protective. Fisty, independent, incendiary, invigorating. Roxy, superficial, scarred, secretive. Once you get to know this diverse crew of mythical miscreants, you'll be anxious to find out what trouble they'll get into on the next episode. Go to abogrizzly.com and order both halves of the first episode today.
And you're watching the Madness Comic Network.
Comic Books for Kids provides comic books to kids in hospitals and cancer centers across the U.S. It's a place where we can all work together to make sure every child has a comic book. 100% of all proceeds go towards the kids. It's about making a difference, and while they're in the hospital, allowing them to fly like a superhero, battle dragons, or rescue teddy bears. We are in every state in the country and now support over 160 hospitals. Every month, we add more.
Visit cb4k.org.